Yo, what's up? What's up? This is your boy Ray. Welcome to the Real Vino Talk podcast. I'm here with my man C-Dub. What's going on with you, baby?
What's going on, bro? Nothing much, man. Another Saturday here, another Friday gone. Happy weekend to you. What's up, Dave?
Not much, man. Doing pretty good. Cool. Another Saturday. I'm here too.
No doubt.
This is just another work day for you.
You know what? It's hard. Like, yeah, this is work, but it's a lot better than a lot of the other stuff I do.
Yeah.
This is at least fun.
We talk about that all the time.
No doubt, right?
It's like getting away from that whole working for somebody until it's time to retire game and get into what we want to do that's going to make us happy and fulfill us. And we don't need much, Dave. Trust me, I'm telling you. we a couple of dudes. We don't need a whole lot of nothing.
No, and I know people that like have seen the pictures on my bar or that kind of crap might not believe it, but no, I'm actually pretty low maintenance. I want like a cave I can hang out in, and just I don't want to get bored.
You got a bar at the house?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he said, "Oh yeah," like that joint massive.
Oh, dude, my
he sounds like he's got everything there that I want to drink.
My bar is probably twice the size of that bar downstairs.
Oh, and you know what? I don't disbelieve it for once. For once, but you know, you work hard, you play hard, right?
Well, so it's like I have always said that the happiest I ever was in a job was when I was a bartender.
Right.
And so my whole shtick has always been, I will never have somebody come over and be like, hey, can you make this? And I don't have it. The only time I have ever been stumped is when somebody asked me for a light beer. I was like, well, I have real beer and I can add water to it for you, but I do not.
There's an avenue for the light beer, though. If you just want to have...
It depends.
Oh, man, we got to shoot the podcast there.
I'm telling you, what are we doing here right now?
He's got the backdrop and everything. Dave, way to hit us with a pipe bomb.
That's not a man cave.
Right.
You should charge admission to get in there.
That's. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. If this shit goes on too much longer, I'm just gonna say to hell with it and open a speakeasy.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it.
But yeah, so that is my basement bar.
That's what's up, man. What else been going on with you, bro?
Man, not really a whole lot. You know, watching the NBA, catching up on stuff like that. I'm getting bored with all of the, regular talk shows, sports analyst shows right now. Some of them are hard to stomach, man. I can't. Undisputed's hard for me to watch these days. Like, First Take is getting hard for me to watch these days. But I'm going to tell you who everybody's sleeping on.
Who's that?
Jalen and Jacoby.
Yeah, I mess with that. Yeah, no doubt.
That's how it should be.
I know
that's how it should be, bro.
Yeah.
They talk about everything.
It's not really a debate show.
It's not really a debate show.
Yeah, it's not really like First Take and Undisputed are more like a sports debate.
Yeah, we already know like LeBron is like the greatest player in the world to ever play the game. Do we got to talk about him for 5 days in a row? Do we got to talk about Tom Brady for 5 days in a row?
Well, it's basketball
season.
Do we have to talk
it's
about
basketball the Dallas Cowboys for 5 days in a row? But that's my point. See, it's basketball season right now. There's a lot of games that are played that don't even get covered.
Yeah,
and that's what made me move from them sport networks to watching Jalen and Jacoby on ESPN because I'm like, at least it's something different every day.
Yeah,
that's barbershop talk.
Yeah.
That's barbershop talk, bro.
Because it's always something different. They can talk about movies that Jalen got the 60 seconds are gone segment or whatever. So yeah.
He got a good show, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's got a good show. A lot of them guys, man. A lot of those other guys, or the networks, I don't understand what they're trying to really. But I can't talk about a bad football team when you got first place teams in their division that's doing well, and you still talking about a team at the bottom of the gutter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's stupid topics. See, I don't know about you. I'm just saying I can't listen. I can't see too much of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The whole sports thing, man, it's diluted.
It's diluted.
The money. I mean, I'm a sports guy. I'm always going to be a sports guy, but it's so diluted with the money and the entertainment part of it and the sportcasting part of it. It's like Stephen A. Smith is more famous than the actual players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the turnoff.
Yeah.
Like,
and he's corny.
The guy covering the sport shouldn't be more popular than the guy that's actually playing the sport.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the part of the whole media monster I don't like.
That's
you know what I mean?
You know.
Yeah.
But, like you say, it's all diluted, but then so is life.
And we gonna
life is diluted.
Watch it. Man.
Life is diluted. It just like you come to terms that, hey man, this is all crazy. I got to do something different. Life is diluted too,
Yeah.
So it's on you, me, or whoever that is looking at what's in front of us, and we have to ultimately make a decision. Like, what are we going to let infiltrate our life that's not going to drive us crazy?
That's people.
That's not going to drive us crazy.
That's people.
That's
just eliminating people.
I think that we've talked about a lot of different stuff on this show, but I think that we also didn't touch on the main thing that is a driving force behind every decision that we make, every reaction that we have, every motive that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's mental health. It's like there's a certain way that I like to live.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain way that I like to do things.
Yeah.
Is what I'm allowing to enter into my brain that to me is stable, right?
Right, 100%.
It's stable. Is that toxic for me? Is it toxic for me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a method to it.
I can understand the gist of what you're saying.
We were talking about the last couple of shows, and even Dave was piping in, and we were talking about women and relationships and stuff like that. But how we deal with those relationships is ultimately up to our mental health. Like, can you tolerate?
I'll tell you this.
Can you tolerate?
I'll tell you this. But
let me just.
No, I'm sorry.
Because I want to go. I want to.
Let me get.
Like
you,
I come to terms with. I come to terms with a lot of what my problem is. I come to terms with it, right? And Dave, we got to work like in the next season that we shoot. We got to have some buckshot fire, gunshot fire. So when I start shooting these subliminal messages out there, that everybody gets it. I want you to know that I'm talking about you, but I'm keeping a G, and I'm not gonna put your name in the paper.
There we go.
Right.
Pop something off, Dave. Full clip.
And
but that's just what it is.
And I'm gonna return the clip empty. I'm gonna return it empty. Because I'm at that when we came up with the idea to do this podcast, it wasn't just an idea to go into business with each other and do what we know how to do, which is talk. It was to lay a foundation for what I have to say. And for an hour, maybe 2 hours, you got to listen to what I got to say. If you're not interested in what I got to say, you don't have to be tuning in. But for what makes me, what my therapy is.
Going back to your legacy point,
right,
from a few episodes ago. This is what I have to offer. This is what I'm leaving. I'm gonna lay this out.
Right, I'm gonna lay this out. I'm gonna lay out how I feel. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand by it. I'm not gonna deviate from it. I experienced too much. I've experienced too much heartache, too much pain. I experienced a lot of great things, but how I process them has affected the way I move going forward.
Okay.
Which, if you're toxic, and you have a toxic behavior, you can't be a part of me.
Now, this is in terms of relationships.
This is in returns of relationships. This is in returns of, this is in the aspects of relationships and friendships.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Some guys, I'm cool with it. I know this dude. I can't deal with him on a daily because he's bringing something too toxic to my life.
Yeah.
It ain't that I don't love him. I love me more.
And everybody has a position in your life.
Right.
I think whether it be relationships or friendships, everybody has a position that they play specifically for who the person they are and what they bring to you.
Right.
It could be from a physical standpoint. It could be from a literal, I just need someone to let off on.
Right.
To talk to vent to, or just a true friend, or a sexual partner, or whatever the aspect of that relationship is.
Yeah.
There's always someone, right, that you try to express yourself in certain ways with.
Right.
So the challenge is finding one person to express all those emotions in.
Right.
Like I don't want to have 3 or 4 different people that I have to talk to.
Right.
But there's certain things that there's 4, 5, 6, 7 things on my mind that I wish I could just have one person to discuss all of them with.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's the disconnect. I hope I didn't get too far off topic.
They say that conversation and one-on-one interaction, promotes a healthy relationship. It promotes that's just one part of it.
Yeah.
To me, that's just one part of it. If you have a toxicity in your system, I don't care how many times I've talked to you.
You're talking like Stephen A. Smith.
I don't care how many times I've talked to you. Look, hey, I'm trying to keep it clean. I'm trying to keep this extremely clean. And if it wasn't for my lovely mother, I probably would dive in, crazy deep. But
and see, my mom already know I'm crazy, so I got a little bit more leeway.
Hey, I just, she is the one that keeps me like
centered.
Yeah. If I'm getting ready to,
I know what
you know what I mean.
I know,
she's
exactly
the only one that I'm gonna listen to.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying about that? So,
I feel you, man. 100%, man.
It's safe right now.
It ain't gonna be safe for too long. You can say it's safe right now, but there's a David in us that want to defeat Goliath at some point.
Right. But
at what point do we let David come out and defeat that Goliath in us? Because everybody has a little bit of the both in them.
Yeah.
You have your David side and you have your Goliath side.
So do you
who wins?
Do you bring the negative element into your circle that brings that incredible black Hulk right out and all he sees is rage? Or do you eliminate that person from your life? I say right here, you just eliminate them from your life. I'm going to
I've prematurely cut people off.
Yeah, and I think you
with good reason.
I think you have to, because they don't know, and most people don't really even care how their imperfections that promote a negativity affect you. They don't really care about that, man. They're just gonna come and pop off and jump in your ride and start talking and doing a bunch of whole different stuff that you don't even like. That's so much more. It's like, wait, come on, dude.
Yeah, relax.
I'm too kind of like, I'm
too cool for this.
Right.
Like I live.
I don't want to sound arrogant.
I'm chilling right now.
But I am too cool for that.
I'm chilling right now.
I done been in enough trouble. I don't need to go back. I'm not trying to revert to where I was before.
Yeah.
It's all about growth. So I've been looking at that, man. I'm just thinking like that we've been talking a whole lot about conversation and about, establishing a foundation in a relationship on what she wants and what you want, but we got to look at that mental health side of it too. Like,
well, when you say mental health, what part of mental health are you referring to?
Just being able to be mentally strong enough to deal with another person and what they bring into the table.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I meet you for the first time and I see you too loud and too flamboyant for me, I'm not getting ready to rock with you. Because that's too much for me.
Gotta know.
I'm a laid back guy.
Gotta know.
I don't need to be in the public. I should just podcast. It's a form of therapy. It's not anything that I'm looking at getting, crazy fame off of.
Yeah, it is what it is.
When I'm said and done on this earth, man, this is what's out there.
Yeah.
This is what I have to live. So, I've been thinking about that. I'm just like, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm too particular. Maybe I'm too strict on how I think I want things to be in a relationship, and maybe that's what's cost me a lot of problems in the past.
But I can personally agree with you saying. I've had conversations with myself like, man, why did I do this so soon, or why did I make this decision regarding this particular female? But at the same time, it does make you it gives you the insight to make a better decision the next time.
Right.
I'm not gonna do this again.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that again because I'm not gonna screw that situation up. Or why was I even messing with you in the first place?
Right.
I was talking to a female, and she was like, "Why do guys do this? Why do guys do that?" And I'm like, first of all, let me explain something to you. 65 to 70% of men are not where they want to be in life.
Right.
Because a lot of times we look at numbers, how old we are. We say, "Oh man, I'm 35.
Yeah.
I need to chill." But what do we do to chill?
Yeah.
What part of our lifestyles do we change to actually chill?
Right.
So I was telling this girl, I'm like, you understand that a lot of these guys, they're trying to be the type of guy that a woman wants.
Right.
So they figure, I'll put up this front to be the type of guy that you want, and I'll fake it till I make it, and hopefully when it pop off, I'm that guy.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, that guy never gets to that point. And now the woman is like, "Well, why did you lie to me? Why did you do this?" A lot of guys just really want a good woman. They just don't. They're not the type of guy that the woman they want wants.
Right.
It's like you really like. You gotta kind of be what she wants.
Right. Right.
So a guy will be like, "Well, I'm gonna act like this because that's the kind of guy that she wants."
Right.
And then, you're not a classical. You're not a well-trained actor.
You just lost yourself.
So it's going to run out eventually. And then women are like, "Why do men lie?" Because they want you and they know they couldn't get you with the truth.
See, this is
they can't get you with the truth.
Because this is the flip side of the conversation that those two girls that I was telling you about were having Thursday night. Mm-hmm. And it's hilarious how, like, right in parallel and in step you are.
Yeah.
Well, I think that once you...
It's like lying on the resume, man.
Once you... Right.
What are you going to do if you actually get the job?
Right.
Well, you know what you got to do? You got to commit and you got to go all the way through with it.
Fake it till you make it.
So a lot of stuff that you don't know and a lot of stuff you don't know nothing about, you got to study up.
You better work overtime.
And get busy on it. Yeah. So it's just like...
But that is the sole reason why 80% of these guys lie. It's not because they're actual liars. It's I know if I tell her who I really am, she's not gonna want me.
Right.
So I'm gonna act like that, and then I'm gonna try to be it, and I hope the timing matches. It's simple
valid.
to me.
It's valid. It's valid.
And I think that's why men lie to women.
And it happens. Yeah. And a lot of times it's this is why I think that you still need to give it time. You might meet a guy, he's handsome. You might meet a female, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, but that don't mean that y'all got to jump right to it that day, that night. Give it a little bit of time. Try to understand what she's looking for. Try to understand what she wants.
But we're an instant gratification society now, man.
Yeah, I mean, but you know what? That's the problem.
And we're in a biological clock ticking society where we're all over 40, and these women is like, you got to be right now.
Yeah.
I need him together right now. And we have I don't have 6 months for you to get your thing together. But you got to be right now.
Yeah. And I mean, and
as a man, if you want that, you should be right now.
But
you know what I'm saying? So they're not asking for nothing that's too unfair.
No, I don't think they're asking for anything that's too unfair. I think that when you start thinking that I like him, he's cool, he's got this and that, but I can make him better. That's where you lose. That's where you lose.
We touched on that last week.
You want if you want a man in your life and what he does or how he lives his life is good for you, then leave it at that. Why would you want to alter his whole state of being?
I think there's a thing of respecting how a man loves you. If a man's idea of loving you is to make sure that he walks on the right side of the street and make sure that your door is open and make sure that he holds your hand, and he may not send flowers. He may not, I'm generally speaking, appreciate how he loves you. It may be the only way that he knows how to love you. Don't say, well, you don't do this, so I don't. Well, he may have never needed, or he never had a woman that needed that or required it.
Basically, he ain't got to spend a grip on you to prove that love. It's what is.
Or whatever. He could have to.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But appreciate how a man loves you.
Material.
Because you never know what the last girl did to this guy. You never know what he's been through. You never know. He probably never seen his mom loved correctly. We never know.
Material possessions should
never. So you have to respect how people love you.
A material possession or material gratification should not be what's needed to sustain a relationship. You talk to that person. Well, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, if a female feels like, well, he's got to do this or that and that for me to prove that, well, he'll never be able to prove that.
It's never enough money.
Because it'll never be enough money.
It's never enough money.
So if we lost our way along, getting to this point, because it should be about communication. I should be able to talk to you about anything.
Yeah.
You should be able to talk to me about anything. I should be able to respect what you say, and you should be able to respect what I say. If it is all of me having to put the work in and you don't have to do nothing or change, that's a problem. That's toxic. It won't work. It will never, ever work.
And that's where that goes back to that compromise.
We're in an instant
a few weeks ago.
gratification society that Dave talked about, and that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm in a what's safe for me environment.
Yeah, that's where you at with yours. Yeah.
That's where I'm at. What's safe for me? Because I'm not going to let you come into my life and drive me crazy.
Right.
With your nonsense. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to. This is where I'm at today.
Where are the gunshots?
This is where I'm at today.
This is specifically for someone.
This is where I'm at today. If you are, and Dave, Chris, there's a lot of women that want a real relationship.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you something right now. If you don't exact a level of discipline, you won't ever get it. If you keep settling for the same talk, the same, let's go get a bite to eat, what you doing? You keep settling for all that, you're going to always end up down in the hole.
Now, can I ask you a question?
And I'm going to tell you
No, I'll let you finish.
Go ahead.
I'll ask after you get done.
Go ahead.
So, you know what's a turn off to me is when a woman starts off by telling me what she doesn't want. Biggest turn off in the world is, well, first off, let me say I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Now, a few episodes ago, we did say that sometimes you have to give a personal disclaimer that,
right.
Okay, this is me.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a characteristic type thing.
Right.
But when when there's things that you're physically not going to do,
mm-hmm.
that's like, wow, I might deserve that.
Right.
I can't go into a relationship saying I'm never, because my ex-wife never cooked, don't mean I can go into the next relationship and saying I'm never cooking again.
Right.
Or because, you have to give people what they deserve no matter what you went through before.
Hey,
and you can't carry on to the next one.
Everybody's got to come to the table with something, and you can't come to the table empty-handed and like telling me what.
Especially with me, because I don't need much.
I don't need much either, man. I mean, it's just like you can't come to the table and empty-handed. Like this, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Going back to what Dave was saying, being instant gratification. This is a fair change society too.
Yeah. Fair exchange is not a robbery.
It's a fair exchange. You know, what you can do, I can do. What you can't do, I can do. What you can do, I can't do. But we're working together to make it happen. The minute you start talking about what you're not gonna do and what you don't like doing because you never did it, you're not willing to put no work in. So you don't need to be in no relationship.
Or
when you talk to me and you tell me, nah, I don't know about that, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
You deserve to be alone. Because I haven't listened to one fact. I haven't listened to one thing that you've said that makes me agree that, yeah, I see her point. And if you putting up with a dude that can't bring nothing to the table, and you lived this 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, back to your childhood, back to when you were ready to date, you need to do something different. Because he shouldn't come to the table and he can't do something for you too.
You want to say
whatever it is.
You want different things, but you're messing with the same type of guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not getting ready to have babies out here, and then I'm up all night thinking about what my son is doing with his mom, and she with her new guy.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my.
Yeah, you took a L, and I'm not taking that L. I'm gonna raise mine. I'm gonna be with mine. I'm gonna do whatever it is. But I'm still not gonna let.
But going back, everybody has to be the person that they actually try and. You have to be the person that the woman or the man want. It has to be in you to do it. You can say you know how to cook,
right?
Or you can say, I cook. You can say I like certain things, but is it something that you do? Is it a part of you? So if it's, I like to go fishing, but I ain't been in 10 years.
Right.
So I don't care what you like to do. What do you actually do? Like every day.
Yeah.
You know, because.
And it better make sense.
Yeah.
It better make sense what you're doing.
What do you
because
like? What are your what is your character?
Again, this is everybody today wants to do something different than what they're doing right now. What kind of work are you willing to put in to do that?
And it all starts with you.
Yeah.
It all starts at home.
Right.
If you want something different, change you.
Yeah. I don't want to get, you know what I'm saying?
When I wanted a different lifestyle, I had to change me first.
Yeah.
and you attract what you are sometimes.
Right.
Right. So
you pull them right in. But
so you have to change you to get the type of person
sometimes you're not
want.
even thinking about your whole self-worth and what you are more than. Because I guarantee you right now, with the way that you're handling business right now, some females out there, some dudes out there, you selling yourself short because you're not making that person work for you. You make that person work for you.
Yeah.
You know, if Papa is a Rolling Stone, you should see that dude coming a mile away.
Or
because his pattern never changed.
Yeah.
His conversation never changed.
Yeah.
You should be able to see that dude coming a mile away.
Yeah.
You know, if you settle, we was listening to something before we got here, and my man was saying, everything that settles is at the bottom.
Yeah.
So once you settle for whatever, you just got the garbage time, the bottom feeding. You know, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna protect what's up here because I know what I like. And believe me, ladies, what you think I'm fond of, you got it all wrong. Yeah. And if you think I'm gonna repeat the insanity, you got another thing coming. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen because you have forgot. Hey, what am I missing out on? Great sex? What's sex, man?
First of all,
no, I'm just saying, like on the grand scheme of things, what is it?
You by yourself.
But I'm just saying, like, all I'm saying is that I'm not gonna give.
I feel you, man.
Anybody,
I'm playing, man.
anybody that has, anybody that's ever read the Bible, that's ever whatever, I'm not gonna give Delilah the chance to cut my hair and take my strength. That ain't gonna happen, man. I worked too hard to get where I'm at. It's been a process. It ain't always been pretty. It ain't always been perfect.
Ladies,
I realized, man, you was kicking it before I got here. I said, bro, I realized it wasn't them, it was me.
Yeah, you told me that.
It wasn't them, it was me. It was what I allowed. It was what I dealt with. It was what I didn't. It's what I did.
You owned it.
Yeah.
That's the first and the most important part of it all.
Yeah.
It's owning it.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that part of me that allowed that Trojan horse to get behind the gate, Dave. You know, a lot of people, you know, when you use that analogy, I'm going to tell you something. I've used that analogy a couple of different times.
And people think that you're talking about condoms?
Yeah, they don't even understand, man.
It's because people don't learn shit these days.
You know?
Pick up a fucking book.
Yeah.
Pick it up, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to allow you in my realm to destroy me. I see what you're presenting to me as a gift, and I've already read through it. I already know it's not what I want. So I don't give you the doorway to come in and defeat me. You can't. I'm going to give you all of the God-given respect that I'm supposed to give you, because at the end of the day, you're a woman. You are supposed to be respected, adored, and loved. But I cannot.
No question.
I cannot let you destroy me if I see your toxic ways.
All of that is true, but they may deserve all that stuff, just not from you.
Yeah.
There's somebody for everybody, and everybody ain't for everybody.
Right. Hey.
So it goes both ways. Good point, man. I'm not gonna say the person who told me that, but she told me.
Because there's a difference.
Everybody's not for everybody.
Just because somebody deserves something doesn't mean you owe it to them.
It ain't my responsibility to give you what you deserve.
Hey. Well.
Unless I decide it is.
Right.
Unless I say, okay,
Dave,
I'll do that.
I don't want to say that I'm not, that I'm oblivious to how bad a woman can be. I'm tell you,
Yeah, over there, man.
Like,
oh, you have no idea how many conversations I've had with friends. They're like, dude,
I'm about to go back to the bar and get you. I'm about to refresh your drink.
I'm not gonna tell you.
They're like, man,
good
like, you are
not-
such a smart guy. Why are you so dumb when it comes to women? Like, how do you?
You know what? And all of us got to admit this at some point in time. All of us got to admit this at some point in time. And Dave, I'm 48. I'm just finishing. I'm just figuring it out now. I was a sucker. That's what I was.
Dude, and you know what? And here's the thing.
And I was
and
always...
that's, dude, and that's okay.
Yeah.
The reality, because here's the thing. It's at this stage of our lives, if you're still running games and you're still trying to get over on somebody and you're still, dude, that says so much more about you than it does me. Like, you know what? And yeah, shame on me for not seeing it coming. Yeah. But shame on me, but F you and the horse you rode in on, Trojan or otherwise.
Right. Right.
Because, you know, dude, fine. You know, and here's the thing. Like, and I've had this, like, look, if you would have just told me that you were in a situation and you needed X, Y, and Z.
The narrative everything would have been so totally different.
You know what? Fine. Let's not get emotions wrapped up in this. Let's not get, you know what? Let's see if this is something that I can help you with. Cool.
Right.
And if not, but why? But then why? Like, why? Because again, not only do guys play these stupid games where they're trying to be who they're not in order to get who they want. Yeah. Women do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I think. What do you think about that, bro?
I don't know where I'm
when I say that I messed up and I was a sucker, that was.
But see, no,
that was the old Ray.
But that's real. That's real talk. As far as
I believed her, bro.
As far as
I believe she was true.
I believe what you're telling me. I take you at face value.
Right. Right.
Now, the thing about all that is that's what we all want.
Yeah.
As men, as women, is
right.
When we say something, we want you to believe it's real.
Right.
So to take a person at face value is not being a sucker. It's actually saying, okay, I'm going to give you a shot. A sucker is someone who knows that she or he's about to get played, and they still allow it to happen.
Yeah.
But if I accept you at face value and treat you accordingly, and then you're not that person, I'm not a sucker. You played me.
Right.
You played yourself, actually, because I was about to really dive into this. So you actually played yourself. I think. I say that. You a sucker if you already know and you keep doing it.
And that's what I'm saying, is that there was a couple of times I knew this was an explosive situation. That's a couple of times I knew, see.
You're a nice guy.
You know what I'm saying? And I still dove in, and I still did it. And I still dealt with the heartache. And then I realized the older I got, something had to change. Some things had to change, man. You had to start looking at the people around you and look at the mates that they have and, you know, how are they getting along, how they seem to be doing. And it all seems so genuine. You know what I'm saying? And I deserve that too.
No, never, ever, ever play that game because you don't know what goes on behind those doors. You don't know what, dude. There are 4 couples off the top of my head that if you watch either one of them, and I'm friends with both of them on Facebook, you see any of that shit on, or you run into that, you happen to be together with them in the bar. Yeah. Life is great. Things are phenomenal. They got the little white picket fence and the 2.5 kids and the little yip yip dog, and life's good. Right. Yeah, all 4 of them, I wound up having conversations with the guys over the course of this week because of another conversation that happened, that all 4 of them are looking to file divorce.
Ow. I tell you all the time, I don't think, well, no, I don't want to say that, but I'll just say we all have to understand how people look at us.
See, you always tell me all the time to be myself, too. The world is not ready for that. You tell me.
They don't know who I know.
He just tell me.
I'm like, bro.
I say, look, that guy, I don't know if everybody's ready for that guy.
Dave, we talk about the podcast.
But go on. Like, I don't want
to. I say, man, be the guy you are on the living room couch or at the dining room table when we sitting and we cracking a bottle of wine open.
That's
be that guy.
And that's why
you know. And And I know that's. Yeah, this is you too. I'm not saying that you fake.
Right.
And I'm not trying to front on you at all.
No, I got you at all.
I'm not trying to front. No, you my man. You my man, 100 grand.
Yeah.
I'm not fronting on you. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I understand.
Yeah.
All my dirty laundry ain't being broadcasted on Real Vino Talk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I have a filter as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So man, let me preface by this. I don't even want to talk no more because I don't want to come across like I'm dissing or something. But
no, bro, it's total respect. I understand everything that you're saying.
Yeah,
I understand everything that you're saying. You
don't realize how people look at you. Well, I've seen the reaction from some like, I wish he was from the outside looking in sometime.
And I need that perspective too.
Yeah,
I need that perspective too. And we've been not only like talking about us, but like talking about like how can we get like a female perspective on the show so that it doesn't seem like it's all coming across just us.
And that was my whole thing too. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Like it's just us, and then let them say something that we never heard before.
We're not women bashers, and everything is wrong with y'all. And
right, it's not.
But when it's only two guys talking, it could that perception can come across.
I think that if you're going to be involved with me, there's some things that you should know. I'm all right with putting in the work, but it's not going to be. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, and that's all I'm going to tell you right now.
I'll say this to, and this is 100%. Out of all the years we've been knowing each other, over the last maybe 4 or 5, it's been probably the tightest.
Yeah. So
I know that you're officially stamped. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't hang with suckers.
Right.
I don't hang with certain dudes that ain't thorough or ain't about what they say they're about. So I know who you are.
Yeah.
And I just want everybody else to know who I know.
Hey,
you dig what I'm saying?
Yes. And you know what? I thought about that so much because I said, why don't I write a book?
Because people don't read.
I think it's time.
I ain't got time for 257 pages.
It won't be 257 pages.
It better be a MacBook or audio book.
It's going to be. It's going to get right down to the point. I guarantee you that.
When last time you read a hard copy 300-page book?
Right.
Nobody does that.
Nobody does that, man.
Make a documentary. Put it on TV.
I got some audio.
They rather watch it than read it.
Yeah. But I got some audio. If you want to hear it, you know what I mean.
I don't want to hear that. I hear it all the time. I'll let them hear it.
Yeah. I got some audio if you really want to get busy,
right?
And talk about some stuff, because my voice is not going. My voice is not just deep. It's expressing a perspective that you need to hear, and I think it's only fair that I get it out there and share it with the world. You know what I'm saying? And so
do we as men have a proper perspective of what we think women want?
Nope. I don't think I do.
That wasn't a direct question towards you. General question.
I'm saying
you can answer it in a general.
Oh, I'm gonna say I don't think I know everything about a woman.
Well, do you
like how she feels about different things? I don't. So yeah, I would say.
So it's the worst game in the world, right?
Yeah.
Because as men, boys or men, we've been chasing tails since we were 11, 12 years old in junior high school.
Yeah.
And now we're in our 40s and we still don't know. So we've been doing this for over 30 years and we still don't know.
Yeah.
So it's not. So there's no way they can know.
Yeah.
And ain't no way they can know.
Well,
if we don't we're the hunters.
I mean, we got
so
to. So
if we don't know how do they know?
We have to give them the opportunity to speak their truth and to speak how they feel. But then again, it all goes.
I'm already
back.
Gonna tell you, any woman that comes on this podcast and talk about men, they're gonna talk about honesty and fidelity. If a man does not lie or cheat and he makes some money, that is marriage. Communication, sex, and money. If you take care of me in the bedroom, provide, and don't lie or cheat, what other argument are you going to have? In a serious relationship with two people that love each other.
I need a female perspective. I need a female answer for that. I can't even answer
If I
that.
can, women complain about communication, finances, and infidelity. So that's it, bro.
Yeah.
So if you lock up those three things, what else do you have a problem with me about? Cuddling. I don't know how to barbecue. I don't know how to mow lawns. I don't know how to work on cars. Like, now you're nitpicking at this point, right?
That's the whole thing. Like,
Because if I can take care of you and I'm banging you right and I'm not cheating on you.
But do you have to be in full command? Does she have to be in full command?
No, because women want to be led.
For her,
It's a woman's natural instinct to be led.
there's a lot of bosses out there.
Every female boss wants a CEO.
And Dave?
I know some girls that would fight you on that.
I'm telling you something.
and I'm ready to go.
Right then and there.
And I'm ready to go. And I'm ready to go.
Right then and there, we needed a gunshot in the air.
Right.
Because he just shot a subliminal.
Well, no. So here's
And
the thing. Here is the core flaw with the question that you're asking. The core flaw with the question that you're asking contains the supposition that all women want the same shit.
No. All women want the same. All women want things their way, right? So it has. Women wants to be spoiled, not in a negative way.
And that's okay.
But I'm saying, I mean, we don't rehearse the podcast, so I'll make sure. I have to pull this together as I'm thinking.
Say it.
But I think what I'm saying is that a female wants to be provided for. She wants security. She wants honesty. And she wants to talk. Women want to communicate and they want to feel secure.
See, and I know women that don't want somebody else providing for them because they don't trust other people.
It's not about the money.
No.
It's about which way you can provide in a different aspect. You can love somebody in different capacities.
All right,
okay, Dave.
See, you're gonna want to step back, think this through, and then come back because the way you're phrasing it, I don't think is the way you're meaning it.
So, Dave,
go ahead.
Go back to your original topic, to what you were originally getting ready to say. Women.
No, I said so. I know women who don't want someone else to provide for them because they don't have the trust that will actually happen, or they don't.
Take care of
or they
kind of
okay,
capacity.
but
everybody has a need.
Yeah, okay, but so
Everybody
they
has a need.
they may want to be provided for from an emotional standpoint, but not necessarily from a financial standpoint.
That's fine.
So, but that's the thing. So, but there are some women who do.
But if you work at Taco Bell, it's gonna be hard for you.
Here it is.
No arguments.
So
There it is.
so I understand what you're just saying.
Yeah.
So you still have to have $100 for dinner. You still have to have $5. You need tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Come home with no flowers and candy, and see how it works out for you. So you know what I mean. So I'm not. It's not about money, but it's just about okay, what are we doing?
Right.
You know, my bad, bro. Well, go ahead.
You good, man. That's good. That was. I saw your point, and I saw his point too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of females out here. They don't need a guy to take care of them.
Yeah, this guy's coming up.
You know, so.
And man, I think we have literally overtalked ourselves, bro. Yeah. Good conversation though, man.
Absolutely, all the time. Dave, we appreciate your commentary. Thank you.
Always, man. It's always good topics.
C-Dub.
My man.
Thank you for keeping it 100 all the time. This is Real Vino Talk. This is your boy Ray, and we are out.
Peace and love.